Hello, everyone. I think it's about 9 o'clock. I had my live set up and I can't see what time it is, so we'll just wait to see if anyone pops on. Happy Friday. Hello, good morning. Hi, Christina. So we're just going to wait a little bit and see how many people we can get popped on like the next couple minutes. I'm excited about today's topic. So I'll give it a few minutes. How's everyone doing this morning? So excited it's Friday. Kids are at school right now. Alright. Anyone have any special plans this weekend? For the holidays? Morning. Alright, we'll give it another like 30 seconds, you guys, and just see if anyone else comes on real quick. I know it's early, I apologize, but this is the only time I can do it where I'm kid-free and I don't have to worry about interruptions. And I can stay focused and keep my task at hand. Oh, awesome, Holly, you have a Limelight event? Good luck with that. So how many of you on here do I have that are professional licensed estheticians? I'm thinking with this broadcast, I'm going to try to really deliver a message to you guys as estheticians and share with you what's in it for you and how this can really help you and how you can incorporate this into your business. And then I also want to share it to the non-estheticians and the non-professionals, where if they know someone that is a skincare professional or an esthetician, they can share with them how they can build their business and use it almost as an opportunity recruiting tool. So, hi Nicole. What else do we have here? Let's see. Morning, Melissa. Hey, Jen. All right, we're going to get started. So, good morning, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here today. So excited. This is really something that turned into something way bigger than I ever imagined. So when I signed with Limelight back in January of 2014, I've been an esthetician for over 13 years, and I specialize in chemical peels and anti-aging treatments, and I have a very loyal clientele. And so because of my makeup background, I knew that the Alcone makeup was amazing. And so when I heard that they were launching the skincare line that was all natural, I was really nervous because I thought it was going to totally contradict everything that I've told my clients about chemical peels and things like that. So I was really nervous to incorporate this into my professional business, but I knew how amazing Limelight was going to be, how amazing it is and how big it was going to get. And so I knew I had to learn the niche of all natural skincare. And so because all my clients are more anti-aging, chemical peels, ultrasonic facials, things like that, I didn't know how I was going to do that. So what I decided to do was to bring a new service to the salon. I wanted to bring a new service to the salon to get people really excited and maybe bring other people, not necessarily my clientele, but other people to these services. So what I did was I created express facials. And these express facials, honestly, they were more on the lines of when I created them that it was I work at a salon and spa. And so I thought that this would be a great thing to expand into the salon and use it as an add-on service, not its own service. I feel like when people are getting their hair colored or a pedicure and you say, would you like an add-on? They're more, they're easier swayed or easier will accept the add-on service versus saying, another service, or would you like to get a facial? So the whole thing with that was while they were getting their hair processed, instead of being under a dryer for, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, they would come back with me and get an add-on express facial. And so this express facial would be all Limelight products. At that point, I would be able to talk to them about the benefits of getting facials. I'd be able to introduce them to facials, and then I'd be able to introduce them to the Limelight line. And so I was really excited about it. And what I did was my facials range anywhere from 75 to 150. And so that's not in everybody's price point. And so as an express facial, I thought this has got to be, we want these products for everyday women, and everyday women need to be able to afford these facials. So I do an introductory price of $35 the first visit. And then after that, they can either get a package, and then they can be grandfathered in at the 35 for three facials. So it's 105. Or after their first service, if they just want to do it a la carte each time, it's 45. So I tried to figure out how I was going to get them to come back and how to retain them. And what it's done is, honestly, I've been able to build a whole nother clientele. And so now I have my anti-aging facials and all my ultrasonic facial clientele. And now I have more of my, just fun, relaxing, all natural skincare clients, loving the products, loving the facials. So what's been really nice is that with that being said, I've also been able to get most of I'm 90% of my clientele, whether it's Limelight facials, my anti-aging facials, all on Limelight. So because I have the product that they're able to try as samples, so because we're a direct sales company, there's a very fine line with how you can retail these products. And so I wanted to touch base with that because I think a lot of people aren't really clear about that. And so samples are okay. Samples is how you want to share that product with people. Having the back bar that I do to perform the facial is okay. You just can't have those products readily available on the shelf for people to come in and purchase. So I wasn't sure how that was going to work either, because my clients normally would just go to the shelf, grab a product, and then check out and leave. So honestly, sampling the products, giving people samples and giving them my card, they go right to my site and place their order. And so that's really been helpful too. And I've really not had anyone complain or gripe about it not being readily available to them. They absolutely love the product. They can't wait to get it. They love the fact that it's delivered to their house. So keep that in mind too. So I know I'm kind of rambling, so let's see where we started. So I wanted to talk about working smarter, not harder. The main thing with working smarter, not harder, is that if you're an esthetician and you work at a spa, a salon, wherever you're at, a doctor's office, you already have a built-in clientele and customer base. So all you need to do is tap into them, and you need to figure out the solutions that you can provide for each one of them personally and customize that regimen for them. And so when I created these facials, we have a limited product line, but I love that because there's not a lot, but they do so many different things and they're so result oriented, and one product can be used for so many different things. And so when I created these facials, I went on the lines of more so a half-hour relaxation. I was going to talk about the line for maybe 5 minutes prior to, let them relax the whole time, and then afterwards give them a sample of each product that I used in the facial. And then at that point, I write down exactly how to use it, AM, PM regimen. And then I'll tell them, use half the packet. You have to explain everything to them. And then I ask them to give me a call in a couple of days. And if they don't, I say, can I give you a call? So now you have that automatic follow-up that you can call, and see how they like their product. So that turned into something so much bigger because, like I said, I thought it was just going to be to get them in the door for them to try Limelight, and I've literally turned this into another whole clientele. And so another thing is when you are doing this, you have to obviously talk to the salon owner and the boss. And so you have to share what's in it for them. You have to let them know that they're going to get something out of this too. And so what you're doing is you're bringing a new service to the salon, or you're bringing a new service to the spa. So now they're making money off of your service. And now you're making commission off that service. So now you're making even more money than if you were just retailing the product, because you're now doing another service that is building your Limelight business. And so as soon as I, brought that to my boss's attention, she was totally on board, and, it's really taken off. So another thing is we talked about how you can build, a customer base through your clientele. So the clientele that I've had for 13 years, like I said, was more chemical peels, more anti-aging, very result-oriented medical grade treatments. And they still come and get those treatments done. They still come and get them done every 6 to 8 weeks. But what they're using at home now is something that's all natural, free of harsh chemicals, things that are going to maintain what we're doing in treatment, but it's not going to be possibly harming them by using these harsh chemicals that could be going into their bloodstream. When I shared that with them, because they trust me, because they know I'm knowledgeable about skincare, they had no problem whatsoever switching over to Limelight. So if you can incorporate it and share with them what's in it for them, you could almost turn your whole client base of what you have right now into a customer base as well of Limelight. The other thing is, some of you are not estheticians that are on this broadcast, and I don't think I've ever had 35 people. Hi, everyone. If you're not an esthetician, this might be a little bit, in left field for you, and you're like, whoa, I have no idea what she's talking about. Know that if you have a friend or someone that's in the skincare industry, this is something that you can use as a tool to share with them how Limelight can double their income and how it can help them build a bigger clientele, and how they can, work smarter, not harder. And so now you have an opportunity tool to share with these people how you can really help them in their career. And I guarantee you, if you go to them and talk to them with what I've told you today, because they're going to understand what's in it for them, they're totally going to listen to you. They may have a hard time with the whole direct sales thing in the beginning, but if you can break it down that it's just like another business, and it's them retailing their product and then making up to 35% commission, maybe instead of 10% at the salon, they're going to get it, you guys. The other thing I wanted to make clear is that at parties, I personally never do facials on anyone. I have a salon. Could you go over what products you're using? Yes, I'm gonna do that, Connie. I'm getting there. I'm sorry. So I never do facials on anyone, or put the skincare products on anyone other than my model. I think that at the salon, because I'm covered, it's different. I have them sign a waiver. I created a waiver with my Limelight Independent Rep logo on there. And so they're signing that waiver saying that it's okay for me to do that facial in that establishment. I don't suggest, necessarily doing that outside of an establishment. By all means, you can give them the regimen, the suggested regimen that I'm going to give you for each one. And you can, give that to them to do, but I just don't suggest you guys doing that. So then the facial is what you guys all want. Okay. So when I did this, I thought, okay, the majority of my clientele, dry, mature, sun damaged. And then you've got, the normal, just like everyone who's like, I don't have a problem with my skin, but I really probably should start moisturizing and taking care of it a little bit more. Hey, Lise. And then you've got, your problematic skin. You've got acne. You've got rosacea. You've got sensitive skin. So I broke my facials down to three different facials. And really, I was very fortunate to work with a line when I got my esthetician's license that was very customizable, that you had to really think outside the box. There wasn't like this product's for this product's for this. There was a lot of customizing. There was a lot of cocktailing. So I think that allowed me to go in when I was creating these protocols with more of an open mind. So you can change these up however you want. But how my baseline protocol always is a double cleanse. I always do a double cleanse. So for instance, if we were doing dry, mature, sun damaged skin, I mean that's a majority of anyone probably over 45 that's starting to go more into the corrective stage of skincare. You would do I do both. I do one cleanse of the Quench Cleanse, and then the second one I do Dream Clean. And I do that because unless they're super, super dry, then I would do Quench Cleanse for both of them. But just for dry, mature skin, I like to do both because I like them to try both. Because it could go either way depending on what other products they're going to purchase or sample. So I like them to try both products. The point is, you guys, we're always trying to figure out how to get these products in these people's hands because we know that it sells itself. So this is a very easy way for them to experience the Limelight products and experience of Limelight by doing these facials. So that's why I do the Quench Cleanse and the Dream Clean. Then after that, I will do skin polish. Skin polish, I will massage on for about 2 minutes with that jojoba bead to really get that exfoliation, help minimize fine lines, large pores, take off that dead layer of skin. And then I'll put a hot towel on. I won't steam them. Sometimes I'll steam them, but I like to use a hot towel. I like the hot towel because it's more secluded. I'm getting direct heat to their face. So when I put the hot towel on, I then go and do an arm and hand massage. So I never really leave contact with my client. So as that mask is sitting there for, like I would say 5 to 8 minutes normally, I'm doing an arm and hand massage, and then I'll come back. I will take that hot towel off, and I don't really incorporate extractions into an express facial. One, it's not really a treatment facial, and two, I'm just trying to introduce these people to what a facial actually is. Not a lot of people even know what a facial is or what it does. So the last thing I want to do is start picking at their face. So I will take that mask off, and then I will go right into a facial, neck, and shoulder massage. And that is normally I mix Must Do with jojoba oil. Because Must Do, I can't get enough slip, and I don't want to waste like 5 or 6 pumps for a massage. So I'll put like 3 pumps so they can get the smell of it, and then the jojoba oil, and more times than not, they'll say, oh my gosh, what's that smell? And then now I have the in to talk about what Must Do is. So that would be about another 10 to 12 minutes. So right now we're right around 25 minutes. So at that point, once I'm done with the massage, I would then take that, remove that with a hot towel, and then I would go right into customizing serums, which would be your Sotox, and then Skin Therapist, and One Drop Wonder. And that's how I would end it. The other thing I do end it with, as an esthetician, I feel it's very important for a sunscreen, especially if I've compromised the top layer of the skin and they're going back out into, where the sun is. So I will put a sunscreen on them. And that's how I end it. And then after that, I will, ask them how their skin feels. And then I will tell them what I use. I'll give them the samples and then give them the regimen. So what I can do is I can post all of my facial protocols on here. I want you to know it is not something that corporate created. This is something that I did. I'm going to check first before I even do that, just to make sure that it's okay. But I will definitely see if it's okay that I can post all of those. And then if you guys have any questions about the facials or how to customize it for clients or anything like that, I would love to help you. If you have any questions about how to retail this to your customers in a way where it doesn't come off direct salesy, I would love to help you with that. So anything that you guys, feel that you need more help with, more assistance with when it comes to incorporating skincare into spas or into salons, I can tell you for a fact, it has truly doubled my income, you guys. And the whole thing is, I didn't want to work harder. I already had something that I was passionate about. I already worked 13 years for this clientele and that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into. And so for me to bring Limelight in, it was so much of an easier transition to do that rather than to try to have another business outside of the salon. That kind of just followed on its own. But where everything started for me was definitely in the salon. Same thing with makeup. As a makeup artist, I'm a freelance artist as well. And I know how big retail is off-site when you need, a lipstick or something like that. And so that was another thing that I was able to incorporate just like that, having lipstick, pressed powders, mascaras. So, think outside the box, you guys. You don't have to work, 10 times harder when it's right there in front of you. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope this was really helpful for you. Let me check about the posting the protocols, and then I will talk to you later. Oh, do you have client remaining stay in the color with hair while you do this? What I do is I cap them, Christina, and then I bring them back and I put a towel on the bed, and they're completely fine. As long as they don't have the visor, which the visor is a method where, it's in front of the face, I can do a facial for them. So I hope that answers your question. Does anyone else have any questions? Did you guys get anything out of this? All right. All right. Well, speak up if you have anything. If not, please don't be, embarrassed or nervous to contact me. I'd love to help you in any way I can to incorporate your Limelight business into your career. So everyone have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy your weekend and talk to you later. Bye.